Right now, think about the most embarrassing thing that happened to you this week. Maybe you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Maybe you called your teacher mom. Maybe you tripped in front of everyone and tried to play it cool. Badly. And your face? Your face absolutely betrayed you. It went red, hot, visible from across the room. And the worst part, you couldn't stop it. You knew it was happening, which made it worse, which made you blush harder, which made it even worse. A beautiful, horrible feedback loop. That blush, that involuntary, deeply annoying flush of color, is one of the oldest and strangest things the human face does. It doesn't help you. It doesn't protect you. It literally advertises your discomfort to everyone around you. No other animal does it. Not chimps, not dogs, not even other primates with similar social lives. Only us. Charles Darwin called blushing the most peculiar and most human of all expressions, and he spent decades trying to figure out why we do it, and never fully could. So, why do we blush? What is your face trying to tell people? And why did evolution keep something that seems to actively work against you? Let's go back, way back. Early humans didn't live alone. They couldn't. Survival was a team sport. You needed your group. For hunting, for protection, for warmth, for food sharing. Getting kicked out of the group wasn't just embarrassing, it was a death sentence. So, social reputation wasn't just a nice thing to have, it was survival currency. And in a group where everyone knows everyone, trust is everything. If you lied, if you cheated, if you took more than your share, you needed to be caught. The group needed a way to know who was playing fair and who wasn't. In a world with no contracts, no courts, no written rules, how do you enforce honesty? You build it into the body itself. Blushing is controlled by your sympathetic nervous system, the same system that handles your fight or flight response. When you feel socially exposed, your brain sends a signal. Adrenaline releases, your heart rate jumps, and the veins in your face, specifically the cheeks, nose, ears, and neck, dilate. Blood floods in, your skin goes red. But here's what makes this different from every other stress response. You cannot fake it. You cannot will yourself to blush. And you cannot stop it once it starts. That's not a bug. That's the whole point. A blush is an involuntary, uncontrollable, publicly visible signal that says, I know I violated a social rule. I feel it. I care. And research shows it actually works. Psychologist Mark Leary at Duke University has spent years studying what blushing actually communicates to other people. His findings: people who blush after a social mistake are consistently rated as more trustworthy, more sincere, and more likable than people who don't. Think about that for a second. The person who goes red after messing up is seen as safer to be around than the person who stays completely cool. Because the cool, unbothered person, you don't know what they're feeling. But the blusher, their face is literally confessing for them. Blushing, Leary argues, is a biological apology, an automatic, uncontrollable display of social remorse that predates language. Before humans could say, I'm sorry, they could show it. And it worked. Groups that had members capable of signaling genuine remorse probably functioned better. Less conflict, faster forgiveness, more cooperation. The blushers survived. But here's what makes this really wild. Blushing doesn't just happen when you do something wrong. It happens when someone pays attention to you. Compliments, eye contact, being singled out in a crowd. Why? Because for most of human history, being suddenly noticed by the group wasn't a neutral event. It meant judgment was happening. Good or bad, attention triggered evaluation. And your nervous system, not knowing the difference between a compliment and an accusation, fired the same signal either way. Your body still doesn't fully know the difference. Someone says, hey, nice job today in front of a room full of people. And boom, red face. Not because you're embarrassed, because your ancient social brain just got flagged. Here's what makes this important. Blushing is essentially a social awareness signal. It's proof that you understand the group's rules. Sociopaths famously don't blush, because they genuinely don't register social expectations the way most people do. A blush is proof of social conscience, proof that you care about how you're perceived, which weirdly means the more you blush, the more fundamentally human you are. Now here's the really cruel part. Blushing gets worse when you think about it. Psychologist Pia Drost studied something called blushing fear, the anxiety of being seen blushing. Her finding: people who are aware they're blushing and who are afraid of others noticing blush significantly more intensely and for longer. Your brain, trying desperately to help, makes everything worse. The second you think, oh no, I'm going red, you trigger another wave of sympathetic nervous system activation, which sends more blood to your face, which makes you redder, which makes you more aware of it, which, yeah, you already know how this ends. The only way out, researchers found, stop fighting it. People who mentally accepted that they were blushing actually stopped blushing faster than people who tried to suppress it, which is deeply unfair and also very on brand for being human. So here's the full picture. 400,000 years ago, early humans lived in small, tight social groups where reputation meant survival. The ability to signal genuine remorse, visibly, undeniably, involuntarily, helped groups function. It built trust. It enabled forgiveness. It kept the peace. So blushing stuck. It got wired into the nervous system, into the autonomic response, into the part of the body you have absolutely no control over. Then language came, then civilization, then performance reviews, first dates, accidental reply-alls, and waving at people who weren't waving at you. And the system? Still running, still doing exactly what it was built to do, still broadcasting, I see what just happened. I care. Please don't kick me out of the tribe. Next time your face goes red, in a meeting, on a date, in front of a classroom, it's not a malfunction. It's one of the oldest, most human things your body knows how to do. Your face in that moment is being radically honest in a way your words never quite can be. You're not embarrassed. You're just very, very human. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful, even if it is absolutely terrible timing. If this made you think about the weird, ancient machinery running quietly behind everything you do, there's a lot more where that came from. No pressure.